Hey guys, back again, and today guys I am going to make a different video kind of. So basically guys, I wanted to come on and talk a little bit about Need for Speed mainly, because obviously over the time I've been playing the game guys, and as you can see I've not really got much further with it. And I kind of thought to myself, is it because the game is hard? Is it this? Is it that? And I think what it is for me, guys, is I'm bored with the game. Um, to put it in so many ways, guys, Need for Speed Heat was a very good game, as was Need for Speed Payback for myself, guys. I kind of feel with Need for Speed Unbound, they kind of really did too much of a clone with Heat. The customization is almost the same. The cars are almost the same. The only thing they really kind of changed was the rev count and stuff. But other than that, guys, it's really just a massive clone of Need for Speed Heat. But let me know down below, guys, if you think the same thing, or is that just me? Because that's what it is for me, guys. Because I sat here the other day and I watched someone else playing through, and they were saying that we're meant to be getting updates of stuff for the game at some point, whatnot. And I was just like, you know, seeing that they've completed the game, seeing the cars they're driving, and even when I looked at it from another point of view, you know, from someone else's point of view, I still thought to myself, it still does look spitting image to Heat. I mean, even the trophy system, guys, is almost the same. Now, that's not a bad thing in some cases. I mean, the cars sound amazing. The graphics are pretty damn good, but it just feels a little bit stale, if that makes sense, guys. It kind of feels like I'm playing the same game. I mean, I don't know. We'll go for us a little jaunt as I talk, go my guys, you know what I mean? But, oh, my guys, I don't talk about my guys.
Dispatch, we have ourselves a 2440 right here.
I mean, as you can see, the textures and that, they're great. The game is great, fantastic. I'm not saying nothing bad about the game in that sense. It just feels like I'm playing the same game. They take that corner a little bit janky, but alright. But like, is that just me, guys, or did you feel the same way when you started playing this game? You know, did you start playing this Need for Speed and think, it's still the same? I mean, it's still the same from the sense of day and night cycle. It's still the same with the same thing as the, if you get caught by the police, you lose all your money, and you still got the heat level and all that and the other. It's still the same there. It's still the same in the customization. Still the same sort of really weird looking storyline. I don't get me wrong, the storylines are great. You can't, what can you really do with a car game? You know, you are limited to what you could do. You know, you can either rip off the Fast and Furious franchise, the Gone in 60 Seconds franchise, or, you know, something like that. You can't really do much more. You're either an undercover cop or you're a street racer trying to make way for yourself. So, you know, either way, you know, you can understand that the storyline is going to be really hard to really get going in life. But so that's not the problem for me. The problem for me is it's the same bloody thing. That's all it is. And I don't want to come across as a, you know, a piss pot bloody pisser, or, you know, if you don't know heard that, but in other words, moaning about every little thing, guys. I'm not trying to, it's just, I just sat the other day and thought to myself, because I was looking at games to play, guys, I'll put the channel for you guys, and also enjoy for myself. You know, if the video's boring me, it's definitely boring you guys, because even the ones I think are doing pretty damn well still bore you guys, so, you know, I understand. But, no, it's just that point for me. I just feel like this game feels like I'm still playing Need for Speed Heat. What do you guys think? I mean, when you go back and you play Need for Speed Payback, and then you go to Need for Speed Heat, the games do kind of differ. There is a big difference in improvements of car roster and everything, but this still feels the same. To me, anyway. I said, it's just weird. And that's the main reason, like I said, guys, why I haven't really progressed in the game. I mean, I sat and thought to myself, is it really that hard? Or is it that I'm just working my ass off for pittance of money to get really cars I'm not really too bothered about doing up, guys. I mean, let's take, for example, Forza Horizon, or Forza Motorsport, or any Forza game. Money is easy to make in that game, as well as made it fun. There is multiple ways to win cars, there's multiple upgrades you could do, and, you know, it feels fun to play. The game is fluent, the game is fun, and, you know, Forza Horizon has that. You look at Gran Turismo 7, and even though the graphics on Gran Turismo 7 are absolutely fucking amazing, guys, absolutely amazing, that game fell so bad for me. It lacked so much. I mean, I know it's getting a new lease of life now with the brand new VR, guys, and I am very happy that it's getting, you know, the VR mode, because, you know, I'm looking forward to getting the VR one day myself. And you know me, guys, I love me some VR, so I'll be definitely doing the old VR too when we get our hands on one. But the point I'm getting at, guys, is why that game fell for me was it was all online. And I don't understand why they went down that route. I can understand online lobbies. I can understand the competition of online racing and all of that. But they should have still been the offline campaign that we loved so much about the Gran Turismo game. It was a progress, guys. It was like you wanted to go offline to hammer the holy shit out of all of these races and so on and so forth, so that you could get unique cars, go online and race against people and have fun against people and show your friends and other people, look what car I finally bought. And then they know how much effort and that you put in. If you were driving around in a £20 million car, they know that holy shit, must have took you hours to get that sort of money to get that. And, you know, and it was good, it was good, it was good. That's what GT, you know, 6 brought to the table. That's what Gran Turismo 5 and that brought to the table. Gran Turismo 4, you know, obviously wasn't really much to do online, so much as you had your PS2 online, but that was more of just showing what cars you could buy and still enjoying the games, guys. But I think the peak for Gran Turismo was 5 and 6 because of that. They dropped the ball. I mean, I weren't expecting big things, guys, from Gran Turismo Sport, because it was a tech demo just to show people what they could do. It was to show people the direction that Gran Turismo was going in. I know that was still based a little bit online. There was a lot of it online. There was things you couldn't do without having an online connection, but it weren't so purposely online. You could still take the cars you won. You could still make money in the game, and you could still buy cars in the game. With Gran Turismo 5, when I went offline, guys, I couldn't even go in a dealership. Everything was off. It was turned off for me. I couldn't go in a dealership. I couldn't get my own cars that I'd worked so hard to get a hold of. And for that note, Gran Turismo 7 died that day for me, guys. I mean, I've still got the game. I will probably go back and, you know, definitely check out that VR mode when I get my hands on my VR, guys. It's not so much getting my hands on one as it is getting the money for one, guys. You know, we're not all made of money. But, you know, at the end of the day, I will get there, guys. But it's just that, for me, I found that was the problem, guys. So going back to this, I've gone a bit off tandem, guys, but going back to Need for Speed, this game still just feels like I'm playing Heat. And in fact, I actually am going to say, guys, I kind of felt that Need for Speed Heat was more fun. In the sense of the story, the multiplayer side of it and everything. I mean, you won cars that you bought online and you could take them into the online lobby. This is not like that. They've made the online on this game completely standalone, and you got to literally buy all the cars again, work your ass off and that. So you technically got to complete the game twice. People might think that's fun. For me, I just think they're trying to prolong the game longer than it really needs to be. And like I said, guys, the game just feels like I'm playing an older version. It's not even as good. But like I said, guys, I'm not trying to be negative or bleak about the game. The game is great. It's fantastic. I don't wish to say that and, you know, go back on myself to sit there and say, you know, I won't badmouth an online-only game just because it's online only. You know, it's. I love the fact it's got offline. I love the fact they thought of everybody. I just wish they had more. That's just it, guys, for me. But like I said, let me know down below, guys, what you seriously think. I mean, it's good to hear what people have to say as well. Am I making valid points, guys? Is it I'm too picky? What is it? I'm down to be, criticised for people as well, guys. I keep stopping at different locations, guys, just to see how the world interacts and what they're all doing. A bit. Whoops, shit. That wasn't me. Fucking hell, good job we don't drive like that in real life. Alright, let's see what happens here. Obviously, we've got the noise of the trees and everything. That sounds really good. Got the bird sounds and stuff. But like I said, guys, I don't want to be one of these people that nitpicks every single thing, guys. You can nitpick that the city looks a little bit like a PlayStation 3 game. There's no window glare on them buildings over there. I'm not that nitpicky, guys. My nitpicks for this is just that I'm bored, guys. That's all. I think if Need for Speed Heat didn't come out and it was just this one that came out, it would be amazing, guys. But because it just feels like I'm playing Need for Speed Heat again, I'm bored of it, guys. I hope that makes sense. I mean, the cartoon character renders, they're not too bad. Not really my cup of tea. I mean, I like Borderlands and that lot, but when you're trying to go for a race game and you're trying to make it look realistic, like having the real cars in the game, Mitsubishi and the tyre treads look good and that lot, and then you go and add cartoon rendered characters, it kind of makes it weird, in my opinion. It's my opinion, guys, only my opinion. We'll go to the map, and as you guys can see, it even looks the same, guys. It really does kind of feel like it's the same map. They've just scrubbed all the roads off and then replastered these roads on top of it. Do you know what I mean, guys? I know it's not the exact same, but it just feels the same. It really, really does. It's like, it's like Spider-Man games on the PS2. If you had Spider-Man 3, then you went and bought Spider-Man 2, and then you went and bought, the other Spider-Man games, you was always in Manhattan, which is fair enough, that's where he's based, but you always felt like you were playing the same game, and that's what I'm getting at with this, guys. It just feels boring. I'm bored with this game. Is anybody else with me on it? And do you feel the same way? Or are you the opposite? Do you like the fact that it's almost the same and you liked it that much that you can fit in better to this game? You feel like, well, I played Need for Speed Heat, loved the game, and fucking, this is mega to you. I mean, I platinumed Need for Speed Heat, guys, so I'm not saying it was a bad game. I loved the Need for Speed Heat, but I was expecting so much more with this game. But when it came out, I won't say it was bad, guys, right? I enjoyed it. I was still enjoying it, but I just sat there the other day, like I said, guys, I sat there and thought to myself, why have I not been on it more? Why have I not played it more? At first, my gripe was the game was too hard for my taste of, like, how much they make you fight to win the race when you already get, like, 3 or 4 grand. But then I thought, but then is it just that? Is it just that? And I thought, no, it's not. It's more than that for me. It just feels the same. I thought I'm bored. I thought the customization's the same. I like the fact you can change exhaust sounds. I mean, Need for Speed did it first, and then Forza Horizon copied, and that's not a bad thing. That's good. That's good. It's nice to know that everyone's car sounds different. Everyone builds them different. That's nice. It brings a good car culture, and also it brings people's different varieties. When you with people, you can see the difference in their cars. I like that feature. But yeah, I don't know, guys. That's all it is for me, guys. I had to just narrow it down. It took me a long time to figure out what I want to say, guys. And that is it, guys. That's it. It's not a bad game. It's not a horrible game. It's not bad graphics. It's the word I'm looking for, guys. Always, and I've never said enough. It's just boring. But I don't know. We'll go for a little bit more of a drive around, guys, now, and see what else we can see. I mean, look at the people, guys. He went through the fucking van. Is she gonna go through the van? I'll bet if I go the other side, he's gonna go through the van again. What? He went through the van. Ridiculous. Okay. It's like the speed traps, the jump traps, get 3 stars on them all. The same trophy guides there for them as it was in Heat. don't know. What I'll do, guys, I think I'll turn the mic off for a little while, and I'll just drive around the map, guys, so you can just reminisce in the map. See what you see what I'm talking about, guys. Just see what you think. No, guys. I'll turn the mic off for now, like I said, and I'll be back on in a bit.
I've seen that car before.
So there you go, guys. A little bit of gameplay with no talking, just so you guys could see what I was talking about there. But I think for me, guys, the next Need for Speed they bring out doesn't need to be a new one. I'm actually gonna go along here and agree with people and think they should concentrate more on a remaster. And in my opinion, they really should either reboot the Need for Speed Underground games, because I can't see them just starting a level entry, guys, with Need for Speed Underground 2. I know everyone loves that game, including myself, but I just can't see them pulling out a mid-range game and starting there, guys. You know what I mean? I mean, don't get me wrong, they're impossible, but I'm just saying that I can't see them being like Need for Speed Underground 2 remastered when you're like, well, what about the first one and so on. I mean, you could say they did it with Resident Evil, but they've kind of remastered the first game that many times. Then they finally did do the second one, then the third one. We're now getting a fourth one, see, so they have gone in series. So chances are of us ever getting a Need for Speed Underground 2 full remaster would be very slim, guys, and without getting a remaster of the first one first anyway. Unless they did just Need for Speed Underground and just called it that, didn't call it a remaster, and then they hashed the first one and the second one together. They could do that, or, in my opinion, look at what made the first two games awesome and pretty much make Need for Speed Underground 3. And to do that, they need to bring all the awesome stuff from Need for Speed Underground 2 with today's more modern graphics and today's more cars and stuff. They need to pay homage to both them games, so they do need to bring the staples, I should say, of them two games. So like the 106, the 206, stuff like that, the older cars, and then bring it to the newer cars, so you can still make it, you know, give you a little hat nod to the older games as well as the new ones. Let me know, guys, what you seriously think. Do you think the next Need for Speed game should be a completely new game again, like this? Need for Speed Unbound is brand new, you know. Do you think they should do a new Need for Speed altogether? Or do you think they should go and remaster one? Or do you think the remaster idea is a good idea but a bad idea at the same time? So they should just go back to that franchise and go from there. I mean, they did try doing it with Need for Speed Most Wanted, but I always felt like the original Most Wanted was better than the PlayStation 3 newer version of the game, personally. I don't say the game was bad. I loved Need for Speed Most Wanted on PlayStation 3, I really did. But that PlayStation 2 and Xbox 360 of the original Most Wanted was absolutely balls down brilliant. It was a good game. It had a great story. It had a good fun. A lot of people didn't like the cutscenes and that, like they did in Need for Speed Carbon. And that I didn't mind that, guys. I preferred that than this, to be honest. But everyone's got their personal preference. At the end of the day, taking the cutscenes out and going for the cars, the way the police acted, the story and everything, guys, was amazing. Was amazing, guys. But yeah, I just thought I'd come on, guys, make a short video for you guys. I've been thinking for a while, like I said, what the problem's been for me, and that is pretty much what it has been for me. It has been, I'm bored. I know I've said it 1,000 times already in the video, guys, but that's all I can say. As I don't want people to think I'm saying the game's crap, guys. This game's shit, fucking horrible. Don't buy it. No. Need for Speed Unbound is a very good game. I love it. I do love it. I just, like I said, guys, unfortunately, it's stale. I feel like I've already been and done it. So it's not really wanting me to go any further. I mean, even the cars are pretty much near enough the same. I know licensing issues come into play and all of that, and rescanning of cars and then building them from the ground up. You know, it takes a lot of effort. I understand that, so I'm not going to sit moaning and bitches about that when they've already had some cars done. They just polish them up a little bit, put some ray tracing in there, and you know, stuff like that, as you can see. And why change what ain't broke? I mean, I've said it myself, so you know, kudos to that. But I just want the next Need for Speed, guys, to be awesome. So I would hope for a remaster of, like I said, Underground 2 or even the third, but we'll see, guys, we'll see. And on that note, guys, I'm going to end this gameplay here. I won't make it for a long one, guys. I just basically wanted to get your guys' opinions, give my opinions, guys, and I finally was able to nail it. It took me a long time. Because, see, with me, guys, I'm simple. My mind don't work like everyone else do. So it takes me a long time to figure out what I want to say. You know, I don't want to go too bored, you know, too overbound, make people think the game's shit, and I'm saying it's shit and it's not. But I don't want to say the game's great and it was. I was trying to think, guys. I was trying to really think of what it was for me, and for me, it's boring. It's stale. That was what it was. Great game, good game, but I feel like I've done it over and over and over and over again. I would love to see a remaster of Need for Speed Underground 2, or like I said, Need for Speed Underground 3. But that's my opinion, guys. And on that note, guys, like I said, I will end the video. Let me know down below, guys, if you can. And in the meantime, guys, thank you very, very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.